Tonight, we are looking into complaints about a local cemetery, from missing headstones to poorly maintained grounds. Is it time for the state to demand more accountability? Let's get you involved in the conversation. We want to know what would help most with cemetery oversight. Scan the QR code on your screen to answer. Here's the I-Team Cynthia Gould with one family's story.
I love her and I miss her so much, and I just hate that I'm having to deal with this.
Janice Powell lost her mother, Dolladine Perdue, in mid-June. Now a new heartbreak. Her mother's grave markers still missing at Zion Memorial Gardens in Birmingham.
I feel like if I had not reached out to you, it would almost be like fighting a losing battle.
She paid more than $2,600. The contract promised a proof of that headstone within 7 days. More than 2 months later, nothing.
To have to go through, excuse me, having to go through fighting for something that you've given your money to make sure that you can have your parent or loved one put away with dignity. This is almost like a slap in the face.
She explains her calls were ignored, asking for her money back. Powell claims staff told her she's not alone. Others continue to wait for their loved ones' headstones. She finally got an email response with another assurance things would move forward. We stopped by Zion Memorial, left our number, no callback. We also tried 2 phone numbers for the owners. One said they could not talk to us, the other no response.
Sorry, mailbox is full.
15 years ago, Zion Memorial was beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful real estate. It was well kept. You never heard any issues.
While one side of the cemetery appears well kept, this slope is eroding. Markers are cracked and crumbling. Another area washed out in clay. ABC 3340 has reported on other complaints about Zion Memorial.
That's my husband.
We took our question to the Alabama Board of Funeral Services in Montgomery, which regulates and licenses the funeral home profession. So what can your board here do to help people say they have a problem with the cemetery, their plot, getting a headstone? What can you guys actually do?
The only thing that I can do is if it was done through pre-need arrangements. If that cemetery has a certificate of authority to sell pre-need merchandise and services. And if they do, then we can see if they fulfill those contracts in accordance with how the contract was written and what they were required to provide.
Executive Director Charles P. Ryan says they answer all complaints, although their authority is limited.
Normally when we do that, it initiates the cemetery actually going to fix the issue.
Sometimes hiring an attorney and going the civil route is the only remedy. Pre-need refers to when a family pre-selects arrangements and merchandise before a death.
That money, either it has to be secured through some funding vehicle, whether it be insurance or whether it be a trust company. That money is put up and put in place and is maintained until that person actually passes away.
Pre-need can include the vault, service tents and chairs, opening and closing, and sometimes the grave marker.
The consumer needs to ensure that that person illegally can pre-arrange merchandises and services. They have to have a certificate of authority issued by our agency.
Violations can lead to misdemeanor or felony charges if a DA chooses to prosecute. So how many complaints roughly do you all get a year?
I would say this year we're at 90 complaints.
And mostly about what?
Mostly it varies. So it ranges from, marker was not delivered.
The board can take administrative action on licenses for funeral homes, embalmers, and pre-need contracts.
We are a public agency. We're here for the consumer. Our statute, that's what we're mandated to do.
The Jefferson County Cemetery Board only oversees abandoned cemeteries, but some question whether it's time for a statewide board to handle all of them.
Is it severe enough to have an agency that oversees cemeteries? Whether that be this forming their own cemetery board like we have here, a funeral board.
P. Ryan says overall the industry is strong with just a few causing issues.
Please don't judge every apple by one bad apple.
Powell says if she does not get a resolution, she plans to file a small claim against Zion Memorial. Now, if you have an issue, you can find contact information for the funeral board in Montgomery on our website. For the I-Team, I'm Cynthia Gould.